Hi friends, I thought I would share with you one of my favorite books because I love to draw, and I think drawing is important for all of us, especially for you because it's the first way that you tell stories. And in this story, you're going to learn about Dog. I think you're going to figure out why I love this story. Dog looks a lot like Schaefer. And look what this dog can do. This is called Dog Loves Drawing. This story is by Louise Yates. She makes other stories about this dog as well. Dog loves drawing. Dog loved books. He loved books so much that he opened his own bookshop. When he wasn't sharing books with others, Dog was reading them himself. One morning, a package arrived. Inside was a book, but as Dog opened it up, he saw to his surprise that it had no words and no pictures. How curious, he thought. Just inside the cover, he noticed a message from his Aunt Dora that read, "To my dearest dog, may the lines you draw open a door to some wonderful adventures. With love from your Aunt Dora." It was a sketchbook. Dog knew exactly what to do. He pulled out his pens, laid out his brushes, took a deep breath, and drew a door. He stepped through it, and on the empty page in front of him, Dog drew a stick man. "Hello," said the stick man. "Hello," said Dog. "I'm not sure what else to draw." Let's doodle," suggested the stick man. "That's the best way to come up with ideas." So that is what they did. Then they turned the page together. "It would be even more fun if there were others to join," said Dog. So Dog drew a duck. And the duck drew an owl. And the owl drew a crab. And the crab did some coloring in. Soon they were all spilling onto the next page. "Let's go on an outing," hooted the owl. So Dog drew a train, and they all climbed aboard. While the duck was arguing with the others about who should drive, the stick man drew himself a driver's hat. Ha ha! He scribbled some steam and they were off. The scenery streaked past them. They were traveling so fast. At last, the stick man drew the train to a stop. S-T-O-P, stop. Dog got out and drew a boat, while the crab scribbled some sea. They climbed aboard, all except the crab, who clung onto the side. The stick man drew some sandwiches because he was very hungry. The owl copied the sandwiches. because she was hungry too. And the duck drew an enormous cake because he was the hungriest of them all. Dog colored in a cloudless sky, and they drifted. Look at that picture. That's beautiful. The boat drifted a long way before land appeared. They all got out and stretched their legs. The crab drew a parasol. A parasol is another word for an umbrella, to protect himself from the sun. Then the duck decided to draw a monster. And that spoiled everything. The monster chased them all away, all around the island and onto the next page. Oh no. Then Dog had a brilliant idea. He quickly drew a door and leaped through it. On the other side, he found himself back in the bookshop. He turned to the last page of his sketchbook, and he made sure that all his friends were safe and that the monster could not escape. Then he decided to dash out and buy some more paper. Dog loves drawing. And the very next thing he drew was a thank you card for his Aunt Dora. Dear Aunt Dora, thank you very much for my sketchbook. With love, from Dog. That was Dog Loves Drawing. I thought we could have a little drawing lesson because your drawing is the first stories that you write. Just like when we draw our shares every week, we need to draw so that we can tell our own stories. I thought you might want to share some stories about things that you're doing at home. So what did Dog draw first? He drew a stick man. So let's draw a stick man for you to practice and see how many body parts we can add to our stick man. We're going to start with a circle. What do you think that's going to be? I'll bet that's going to be the head. And we're going to give that circle a neck. And then we're going to give it a body. Looks like a stick. But then we're going to add our legs. Over here, we're going to add our arms. I think we need some hands. Everybody does these different, but I like to make sure I've got at least 5 fingers at the end of my arm. So I have fingers and a hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now let's see, we have a head, a neck, we have arms, a body, and we have 2 legs. What about our feet? Let's give ourselves some feet. Maybe we'll just draw some shoes. So we'll do some ovals for shoes. There. What do we need to make this look like a person? How about, what goes on our face? We have 2 eyes. I always like to draw a little circle. 2 circles. And then I do that half moon, right? And And then I give it eyelashes. Half moon. I like to do an eyebrow. How about a nose? Everybody does noses differently. I love the way you do noses. And I love that everybody's nose looks different. I sometimes just do something that looks almost like a C. But some people do circles, some people do lines. I love everybody's drawings looking different. I'm very happy, so I generally make a big happy smile. Some people make it a big smile, like a big open mouth. So now we have 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth. Oh, I forgot. My people like to hear, so I have to give them 2 ears. What am I forgetting? Oh, how about I give it some hair? Well, my hair is kind of flippy, so I'm going to give myself hair all the way out here, off the top of my head, like that. And I have bangs, so I'll give myself some bangs. There, there's my stick figure. And what was I doing? Oh, that's right, I was drawing. Let me give my hand a pen. Ta-da! If I really wanted to, we could color that in and give myself clothes. But for today, that was a nice drawing. You should get some paper and draw a picture of you. And don't forget, whenever you do any drawing, you're the artist. You need to put your name at the bottom. So I'm going to write my name right here. You have to add your name too. Thanks for joining. I hope you have fun drawing. I love to draw, and I love looking at your art because your stories are fabulous. Okay, bye guys.